So continuing with my review of Jarvis, I would like to show you some other unique features that are there in Jarvis, and also some things that I feel that they also need to consider, having those in this particular version of Jarvis. So if you are interested in knowing more about Jarvis, then this is the video out there. So please, as always, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up if you think that I am adding value to you. So without much ado, let's jump into it. This is Sonit from Techie Trickle. So if I'm on my screen, so you can see here that there is something that they call here as recipes. Now what is a recipe? So if I click on recipe, then it will show you the different kind of feature recipe that it actually provides. So you can have an idea factory, you can have a blog post, you can rewrite or expand on some blog post. So if you have a blog post written some months back, you can consider having it expanded or rewritten out from here. You can have product review blogs, you can have press releases, then you can have cold emails written here, then you can have the books also written here. It has the complete framework here. You have the video script outlets, and also you have the ads of Facebook. So today I'm going to show you for the blog post. Okay, now this is something. So if you click on this open recipe, it will give you the run, and if you click on run, then what happens is there is this page that comes up here, and it gives you the entire layout that you can see right now. But again, this is something that I feel is only available in the boss mode. So if you are on the boss mode, then you will have this feature. Now what you have to do here is write a brief about the topic. So let's take that same topic that I was showing in the other video. So the topic that I was showing there was how older people can benefit from gardening. So let's see what kind of output Jarvis gives us. So I select this, and then I press on Control Enter on my Windows laptop. So you can see what is actually giving me. So this is the content description that I need to feed. So you can see here, write an article about gardening is a great pastime for all ages. It has been shown to provide many benefits. It can help you live longer, improve your mood, and even increase the size of your hippocampus. You can start planting as soon as you are able to, but don't forget to take care of the plant, water often enough, and make sure that you use fertilizers when needed. So I do a Control C and I paste it on my brief here. Okay, so that part is done for me. Now I would have to also write the blog ideas. So I select that, Control Enter, and then you can see Jarvis will actually spit out what would be the content ideas. So it gives me 2 of these ideas: gardening is good for you and how to start a gardening blog. So maybe I take this one, I do a Control C and put it on my title, and then I get rid of this, and then I go to my next step, that is write an introduction for this. Okay, so again I select it, Control Enter, and then you can see what Jarvis will actually give me out here. Okay, so you have probably heard that gardening is a great pastime for all ages. It has been shown to provide many benefits, and then it lists out those benefits, and it is similar to the description that you have given here. Okay, now what I do is I do the next output here. So I do a copy of that entire command, that is write a blog outline, and then do a Control Enter, and then you will see that it will give me some of the outlines here. Okay, so now here is the thing that I say, that sometimes it does spit something that is not appropriate. So what I do is Control C. Okay, now write a blog outline for, I have to copy this and paste it here for it to know to write about what, and then again do a Control Enter. Now you can see that it is spitting out the actual blog outline. So these are the ones that it says that I need to write about the benefits, how to start, what are the best plants for beginners, when and where you should be planting your garden, tips for keeping your plants healthy, other ways to get involved in gardening, planting flowers versus planting vegetables, and then garden pests. Okay, now what you just need to do here is the next part, it says write about outline item 1. So basically you just take this one, just copy it and then just paste it here. Okay, and let me give it some space here for it to write, and I again copy it and give and control enter. And then you will see that Jarvis actually starts writing about the benefits of gardening, and then also it has started writing about how to start gardening as well, because that is something that it can read on top, that it is there. Okay, so if you would want to continue on the benefits of gardening, just give it some space, and if you would hit compose, let's see what Jarvis actually spits out. Okay, let's read about what are the benefits of gardening. So here what it did, it gave me 3 points. Gardening can help you live longer, and then it gives some description here why it feels so. Gardening can improve your mood. Then it goes on to describe that. Gardening can help you live longer, and then it gives you. Now, what I was saying also is, sometimes it also gives you duplicates like this. Okay, so the way you can actually remove that is you can either remove this, okay, and then again give compose, and let's see what Jarvis gives. If it doesn't give, then you have to give a star. Okay, so that star is basically, if you type here, if you see my cursor and if you do shift star star star, 3 things. So what happens is anything above the stars, Jarvis will not be able to read. So that is something you have to use if you are getting some duplicate contents. Okay, so I remove this here, and then you can see that it has again started. Like say, gardening can increase the size of your hippocampus, and then it says why. Okay, you can start gardening as soon as possible. Maybe I'll not go for that. Let me just start with the gardening part. Okay, so this is the second option, how to start garden. Okay, and then let me hit another compose. Let's see what it gives us. So what kind of gardening do you want to start with, indoor or outdoor? Both are great, and then you can go ahead and start writing. So this is what I was actually telling you in my previous video, that you tend to lose out of ideas, and Jarvis will actually help you in getting those ideas. But again, just understand this, some of the facts that Jarvis spits out might not be real. Okay, so you just need to make sure that those facts are correct and they are proper, and they are not something in the fantasy world. So you can go ahead and go on improving this, and again you can give the next item here, and that's how you actually conclude your blog. And you can also do a blog conclusion here by putting the outline number 1. So you pick up number 1 from here, then the number 2 outline item 2 is this 3, and you go on adding those in your conclusion here, and that's all. So you then get the draft out of here, and then you have to edit this particular blog, and then you should be able to have it published. Now, what are the things that I think that it should have? If you see on this part, what I feel is, every time I write this article, I have to do a Control-A, copy, and then put it into my Google Docs. It doesn't give me an option of, having it saved. So it should give me an option of saving this as a part of some file, maybe a doc file or a Google Docs, or maybe a PDF. So that is something which I feel is missing here, but I saw in some other tools that it was there. So it should actually help me in giving that. Another thing that I feel is, that should be added here is, if I go to the power mode for some reason, and if I say, since I was writing this and I want to add a AIDA framework somewhere, okay, it doesn't take the inputs here. Okay, so it should actually take the inputs that I was using here, and it should be available here. I don't think that is very much difficult to do that. It is showing some inputs that I had given for the previous input, okay, for AIDA. So that is something that also it might need to consider. Another thing that I said is the facts. So facts, if you give some facts here, some numbers, some figures, some years, you need to be very much cautious that those are real. So you need to do a reanalysis of those facts before you actually put it to Google, because some of the facts that it spits out are not real. So you just need to have an update on that. Now the UI is quite good, and like I said, for this particular case where I did not find the product description that I was actually using here, if I see here, this is something that I was expecting there. So as an user experience, I feel that is something missing. So maybe they can work on that and they can have that particular thing added, or maybe they can have something as draggable so that I can drag and add something, and it would be auto added into that particular section. Also, what I feel is, once this is there, and with the SEO, SEO Surfer has a way of copying the entire link, and you can share it with any of your content writers, or so be it. But here in Jarvis, it doesn't have that. So it should generate an auto link that I can copy, and then I can share it across with whoever I want. So if you want to try out Jarvis, I would appreciate if you use my link, because it's an affiliate link, of course. So it will not cost you anything extra, but then I will actually get some commission that actually helps me in bringing this value to you. And if you do not like, for any case or for any reason, then you have a 7-day of money back guarantee. So you can approach them and you can definitely come out of that plan. But I can assure you that I was also on the fence, but then I went for the boss mode myself, and I am still here using the boss mode. Now, there are a lot of videos out there in my channel, so please make sure that you watch some of them, because they may also add value to you. Now, there are 2 videos also popping up right now on your screen. Please make sure that you watch them till the end. Till the next time, bye-bye.